Smokeless Chimney presents a one-day fire test with review. So this is the thing I'm working on. It's the fan curve, which is on the bottom, and the temperature curve on the top. And I'm working on making the fan do what I want it to do, what's in my mind, and matching it with the temperature curve, so if I figure out if I'm doing the right thing or not. So we can see here that the fan shuts off for a while near the peak, and that's what I'm working on. So up around 400 degrees is where this stove got to, and we kept it from going much higher by shutting off the fan. I don't want to shut the fan off completely, but I do want it to slow down and not put as much air in an effort to get it to not go over temperature. As we start out, the little oval will indicate where we are on the time temperature curve. The data acquisition system and the setup is on the left, and my fuel supply is on the right, and we are just getting started. At 11 minutes, we have a pretty good fire going in, but the amount of smoke I have coming out of the chimney is more than I'd like to see. The chimney I'm using is horizontal, and I did that for a couple of safety reasons, and it helps me photograph the smoke. We can see here that the smoke is over 20% based on my assessment. All right, we are at 20 minutes now, and our temperature is getting above 170. We've got a nice little fire going, and the fan curve is putting more air in, and things are going just fine. I think I had to put a little more fuel and fire in using a propane torch, and that's why we see the gas temperature rise after this. "30 minutes into our test, the oval is on the 30-minute point. We are still seeing a little bit of smoke, even though the wood stove is over 170 degrees Fahrenheit. We're still seeing a little more smoke than we want, but we have a nice looking fire in our wood stove. At 38 minutes, and I've moved the oval, our temperature is now 268 degrees Fahrenheit. We have a nice looking fire in our wood stove, and there is still visible smoke coming out of our chimney. Now, I was hoping that at 268 we wouldn't see any smoke. However, I'm starting to rethink how this wood stove runs, and I think on the next one we see a reduced amount of smoke. We are at 50 minutes. I've moved the oval. We have a nice looking fire in our wood stove. We are up near 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And the chimney smoke is below 20%. This is good. So I want to run this stove over 300 degrees Fahrenheit. That's my assessment at this point in time, that when we get to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, we have significant reduction in smoke. We are now at 73 minutes and we are nearing the peak. We are quite warm. The wood stove is putting out significant heat. The chimney is putting out a small amount of smoke. I think this is legal in less than 20% smoke here. And we are definitely heating up the shop at these temperatures, and we are approaching our peak where the fan will be shutting off. We are at 84 minutes and very near the peak of our stove. We're indicated temperature of 394, but the graph is showing over 400. We have a trace amount of smoke on exiting our chimney, and the fire is glowing coals. Not a lot of luminous flames, but definitely a lot of heat coming off this wood stove. This is our rate of rise chart. We have pretty consistent 10 degrees per minute. I think the average over this section of the curve is 5 degrees per minute, but we've got some excursions up above 30 degrees per minute, a very short one. So I think we've got a fairly controlled rate of rise curve. I would like to see this consistently over 10, but it's good for today. My goal today was to run a test, get some photographs, and present that in a video in the most efficient way possible. And I think I've achieved that. I've got this video ready to post at around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. This is a nice little stove, puts out about 40,000 BTU per hour. We are Smokeless Chimney. We are developing our systems. I thank you for watching this video. Smokeless Chimney, www.smokelesschimney.com. Warm homes and clean air for everyone. Thanks for watching.